Hello everybody, and we are back for round 1. Our opponent is Francium. And they have the beautiful black block of Doom, which means they're going to play first, which is not unsurprising, and honestly, not that bad for us. Being on the draw is a little awkward. This hand is okay. We've got half the mana we need to cast this. 1 blue makes this an embodiment of spring. We do have a 3-drop though, and that's why I'm keeping this hand. So, plus any tap land that we draw gets us in business. That's fine too. So not too shabby. At this point, I want to just draw like every tap land I can and be okay. And they mulligan, so that's even better for us. That just improves our chances of victory at this stage of the game. Ooh. Our opponent's playing around a little bit with the mana base. I see how it is now. Maybe there's another 5-color drafter at the table. Alright, so now we are officially at Siege Rhino mana. That's really awesome for us. I would like to get, hopefully, one of our 2-drops or one of our tap lands out of the way. Sage of the Inward Eye is probably not going to come out for a while, neither is a Free Weapon Master. If he plays like Inoc Bond... Ooh, did he mean to pass the turn? Always got to check. Sometimes people pass the block without realizing what they did. Alright, well, that's even better for us. He stumbled, and we're going to be ahead on a card and ahead on a mana, and now we're even closer to casting the Sage of the Inward Eye. Very awesome for us. So far, so good. Our draws have been excellent in terms of land. Oh, he's just whiffing on the land drops. I'm just going to run out Inoc Tracker in case I actually want to lose my Morph Dude. How awkward would it be, though, if he just decides to cast Despise and just takes out our Siege Rhino? We're in so much trouble if that happens. Although, Sage can still come down. We're a mountain away from Sage. Any red source away from Sage. And we do have 5 other red sources in the deck other than the 2 mountains I added. So, it's not unrealistic. Oh, he just dropped. Well, that's really bad. This game is going to go very quickly, I think. And that's our Sage of the Inward Eye mana. Wow. Our draws have just been insane, and his draws have just been the worst, I think. I think this is going to be the concession. If he doesn't scoop here, I will be shocked. Well, to his credit, our opponent has decided to stick it out. At this point now, I'm wondering whether or not we should even bother showing him Sage of the Inward Eye. Or if he plays like a 2-drop, I might just unmorph Inoc Tracker and just eat him. I feel as if this might be a scoop. I feel as this is a situation where I think you should scoop. Personally. Just so, like, your opponent... Like, just so I don't see more of your deck. But I guess not. We're gonna resolve Sage of the Inward Eye while we still can. Now concede. No? Maybe? You gonna stick it out? Ah, so it looks like he might have been a... He's either Obzan or he definitely is playing 5 color. This is 3, 7, this is exactly 10. So I'm going to unmorph this. Just going to do it at sorcery speed. There's no point in not doing it at sorcery speed. Yeah. So, alright, so that's the first game. Alright. So we know virtually nothing about our opponent's deck, and other than we were very lucky. Okay, so 3-drop, Siege Rhino, Sage of the Immortal Eye wins games. That's what we've learned here today, folks. That's what we've learned. This hand is yuck. If he's got a fast draw, we're in trouble. Although we have every color of mana except for our islands. I guess we can keep it. It's a risky keep. But we're playing 18 lands. We have pretty high spell density. We're gonna get 2 extra lives from these, 2 extra life from this Jungle Hollow and this Windscarred Crag. Okay, so he is playing 5 color. Well, that's good. Drawing a 6th land there was not great, as we do kind of need to start getting our stuff out. We at least need to get some other stuff going on. Alright. That's fine. On the plus side, he's 5 color, we're 5 color. We can draw our Embodiment of Spring, which is actually useless to us right now. We have every color of mana but the mana we need to make our Embodiment of Spring into a real creature. That's okay. We still have a 3-drop. It's also not a land. It will eventually be useful. Just keep telling myself that, and I'll be fine. Siege Rhino would be sweet to draw. I would love to draw Siege Rhino. Yes, that's fine. You have a morph, sir. But I too will have a morph. Or if I... Yeah, okay. Land's not great to draw there. Didn't need the land. But, you know, thank you anyway. I really am super appreciative of your efforts. Deck. Suppose I should not complain, since I did decide to keep this. If I'm going to draw land, a blue land would be an island, or a source of blue mana would be awesome. I'm actually not going to block this with this, because I can create a board with this. But that's okay. We're doing fine. Nobody panic. We have a Ponyback Brigade. If this was any other morph, I would not have kept that hand. But it is Ponyback Brigade. So, you know, that's good. La da 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 da. Alright, what is our opponent thinking about? He's got 4 mana. He can always do Embodiment of Spring if he really wants. We're just going to take this, though. Siege Rhino. Let's draw Siege Rhino. Let's draw Siege Rhino. On the plus side, though, because of our tap lands, we can take a licking for a while. As long as he doesn't kill our morph, we're going to be okay. If he kills our morph, we're in trouble. He doesn't. Untapped blue land would be great, or anything. Anything to trade with these morphs would be awesome. That is not awesome, though. Not right now, anyway. Okay. Alright. On the plus side, though, the more lands we draw, the more spell density we get. So, there is that. It may behoove me... I can't even block because I can't even keep throttle up just in case. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna play. I'm just gonna take this if he swings both here. No, he's just swinging two. All right. So that morph is precious to him then. This one right here. The one on the right of the embodiment of spring is precious to him. We know this now. He didn't want to trade this. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. His deck hasn't done too much that's really scary. This is fine at some point. We are just going to pass the turn back, though. Ugh. What could it be for 4 mana? What morphs exist for 4 mana that just blow me out of the water? Yeah, so he's sacking Embodiment of Spring. That makes sense. I actually want him to attack with both because in response to attacking, I'm going to unflip this, get my 3 goblins. I'm going to block one of the morphs, and then I'm going to block another one of the morphs with 2 goblins. And then he'll have to choose between unmorphing one or both of his guys, essentially, and playing something else and consolidating his board. This is why we kept this hand. Literally, Ponyback Brigade is the only reason we kept this hand. Now, if he's got like a removal spell or something here in response to it, we're in trouble. But, you know, if he doesn't, he doesn't. We're going to be fine. So. Also, if I get an island, I'm just going to play this and this in the same turn. Yeah, you got 6. This is when he swings in with both. Which is fine. I'm going to force him to have a removal spell. One of us. One of us. What are you doing? What are you playing? You playing a spell to kill my guy? Playing Set Adrift? No, Abomination of Goodle. That's fine. We're just going to kill that then. Throttle. You're not getting the draw and discard. That's not happening. I got news for you. You are not getting that happen. Okay. Well, we get to play Embodiment of Spring and we get to unflip Ponyback Brigade in the same turn. That's kind of cool. Block. Do I want to do this now? And tap out? Or do I want to try and get him? Nah. Nope, I think we'll be alright. I'm going to wait. We'll wait. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Alright, so we managed to stop him from getting that draw with the Abomination of Goodle. That's good. I have no idea what this morph creature could be. It's probably something awesome. I really wanted him to attack with both of them at once, so then I could get him with the Ponyback Brigade. But that doesn't seem to be the case. If he swings with this, I might just play him. I might just block with Embodiment of Spring, and then if he decides to do something shifty, I'll just sack the Embodiment of Spring, get another land out of my deck. You know, why the heck not, right? Might as well. So our first game ended in like 2 seconds, and this game is going to be a longer haul instead. I think that's perfectly acceptable. Our opponent is considering all of his available options, which is good for him, I'm sure. So far, there's been very little action on either side of this game, folks. I apologize for that. But sometimes that happens. Ooh. Mana's getting tapped. What you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk inside your trunk. Oh. Alabaster Kieran. That's what you're gonna do with all that junk inside your trunk. Swing. Our opponent is very cautious. Very cautious man. Alright. Do I want to pop at EOT or do I want the threat of it? Yeah. I just played this so I can't actually do that. Never mind. Bodymate can't tap in the same time, so. Thornwood Falls. Excellent. Exactly what I wanted to see here. Now do I swing in here with Ponyback Brigade and get really risky here? I think I try it. I'm not going to do anything else this game. I might be able to sneak 2 more points of damage in. I doubt he blocks with Kieran. I think he's hoping Kieran's going to be a win condition here. This is definitely like a risk. This is a huge risk we're taking. Yes. Oh, have Force Away. Have Force Away. Please, please Force Away my Morph. Oh my god. Yes. Wombo combo. Let it happen. Let it happen. Oh, Force Away, please, love of God, do it. Yes. Yes. Oh, the pro plays. Are you blocking? Blocking's even better. Okay. So he did block. Alright. Our opponent saw through our cleverly disguised ruse. It was worth a shot. At this point, with the little action on our board, I thought we could sneak in 2 more points of damage. That's probably a stupid play. It was probably an overly... In all honesty, 2 damage probably doesn't matter too much in the grand scheme of things, and I probably just punted horribly. But, you know what? That happens sometimes in Magic, so... Any action, though, from our hand is going to be dominant, I feel like. Plus, we've drawn 7, 10 of our land. Most of the time, I'd be worried, but I feel like in this deck, it's just going to be par for the course. So. Plus, our Obzan banner at this point is just a free draw. So, you know, the little things. I got that going for me, which is nice. And he's only got, what, like a swing with the Kieran? Yeah. Yeah, I probably should not have swung with Ponyback Brigade. I really was hoping that we could just try and just be really aggressive. But, you know, sometimes you got to make plays. Just kidding. That was a terrible move. But how good would it have been if our opponent had blinked and just decided to... Swing with Kieran, I guess. If so, I'm taking it. Alright. Maybe we should side in Rakshasa Secret against our opponent. He seems to be slow. Slower than we are. We have a pretty slow draw, and we're still keeping pace with him. Unless he's as mana flooded as we are. Which is possible. If we lose this game, I will happily play... Why is he not... This thing's probably... This morph creature's probably... I'm going to guess like Dragon's Eye Savants or something along those lines. Sure, you got a morph guy. That's fine. Perfectly acceptable, sir. Perfectly acceptable. Something good. Dismal Backwater. Not something good. Really, not something that's that great for us, you know? Like, I appreciate what you're doing, Dismal Backwater. I do, truthfully. We're going to play this morph out, though. And we're getting our turn. I will start doing some crazy blocking shenanigans, though. Yeah. I mean, it's fine. You know, it could be a whole heck of a lot worse. Our opponent could be playing super fast, and he's just not at all. Plus, at this point, our lands have pretty much blanked, like, 2 attacks from that Kieran, essentially. So, you know, the little things. Gotta enjoy the little things. It's a very amiable game of Magic that's going 20 minutes. Oh well. We're on round 2. We already round one. Our opponent has provided very little in the way of a threat at this juncture. Should definitely not have attacked with Ponyback Brigade. That was such a dumb move. Alright. I'll block here. Take the Kieran damage. Unmorph your dude. Go on. He's being very cautious about the way he's attacking with his morphs too. And I just absolutely threw away Ponyback Brigade, which could have done something amazing here. Oh well. I'm disappointed in myself. Yes, so I take 5. Yep, that's fine. Second embodiment, we'll go to 13. Well, that's a little on the annoying side that that's a creature of that caliber. I will grab, what do I want? Forest Swamp, I guess. I've already got 3 black sources. I guess I could use a forest in play. No, I probably want an island. Yeah, I probably want it. Like, because I'll have 3 blue sources then if I have the... No, I've already got 3 blue sources. No, I definitely want a forest. Alright. Well, it looks like we might have to trade off Misfire Weaver for Alabaster Kieran. Which is fine. I don't know how many answers I've got to a free Weapon Master, though. In all honesty, I think Throttle might have been one of the few. It would be lovely to draw something other than a land. But why would I ever do that, folks? Am I right? Why would I ever? Alright, now the amount of land that we're drawing is starting to get a little on the cripplingly annoying side. Still, could be far worse than, you know. We could draw every single land in my deck, which we're on par to do at this point. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 of my 18 land. So I have 18 spells in the deck. At this point, I'm just going to unmorph Misfire Weaver and... So I can't afford to take the damage anymore. So to block like that. It sucks, but I gotta buy myself time to draw my answers. I think my creatures are better than his, personally speaking. Although he's in a position where he can essentially just kill me. Because if he has counter magic or removal or anything. Yep, looks like he's got a response. So, that's not great. Come on. Do your response. Let's get this indignity over with here. I don't know what you've got, but just make it happen. If you're going to kill me, don't slow roll me here. It's not what I'm trying to do. It's not what I'm about. Really like to... Come on, just let Misfire Weaver trade. So that's what I'm asking for here. Force away? Is that what you've got? Alright, dude. Come on. And Weaver's going to get hexproof. Weaver's going to give itself hexproof. You got a combat trick? You got Awaken the Bear? What do you got? Make Immense. Dragon Scale boon on Kieran. Sure, that just might be a game. Unless we can play Hydra this turn and then just start swinging for a billion. That doesn't work either, I don't think. Well, Hydra into Icy Blast is what works. Can I win this? At this point, I don't know. See, this is the annoying thing. I kept the slow hand. High spell density at that point anyway. I had a third of my land in hand, and we had proceeded to draw all of it. Now granted, I should have probably mulliganed to a faster hand, but I just want to point out at this point that probability should dictate that it's somewhere, in some dark corner of the universe, an entire star system has fallen apart. Oh well. Highland game is the best speed bump we could have drawn. At this point, though, I think it's pretty much a foregone conclusion. But we'll play it out. We'll see if we can hold out here. What do you got? What do you got? Come on. Master of the Way. That's annoying. So that's 7. Go to 6. Alright. Well, at this point we know what his deck is. I'm definitely siding in that Rakshasa secret. Holy crap, your deck is so slow. Yeah, scoop. That's fine. Alright, so let's sideboard here. What's not good against his deck? Pretty much everything is good against his deck, except for... Yeah, everything is good against his deck. But I just need Rakshasa secrets to just hurt him. Essentially. What do I side out, though? Force Away? No, Force Away seems good. Inoc Tracker, Abomination of Goodle, Bitter Revelation. Rakshasa Secret for Bitter Revelation. That seems pretty decent. Well, no, Bitter Revelation helps you win the slower matchup anyway. I could always side out some of my stuff for a more aggressive draw and force him to start trading his stuff early. That's always a thing. If I wanted to do that, I would probably have to side in my other Highland game. For what, though? No, let's just side in this Rakshasa secret here, and we'll see what happens. Being on the play against his deck, I think, is helpful, too, for us. What do I side out? Embodiment of Spring? Embodiment of Spring. That's fine. I'll just do that. Embodiment didn't do too much in that last one. Just make sure that Rakshasa secret went through. Give this deck a good old shuffle-rooski. Hopefully we'll be off to the races. This is a much better keep. I got tons of good morph guys. At this point, Sage of the Inward Eye on turn 5 is going to come out. With any luck, we'll get 2 forests and start being able to play out our Hooded Hydra. Pine Walker is going to be sweet. So, off to the races we go. Now granted, this hand does need a little bit of love. It needs a little bit of loving. But with a little bit of help, I think we can get here. I think we can get there with this hand. So that's good. Savage Punch or Bear Punch is also good at some point. Alright, now we need to start getting some of that land. That's pretty important. Preferably our green mana sources would be awesome. We are playing 4 green sources. Plus the Abzan Banner. Singing Bell Strike is fine. It's not what I want, but it's fine. I'm just going to run out a free Weapon Master and pass the turn back. Alright. Mountain would be great too. I will gladly take a mountain. Sure, play your Morph guy. Windscarred Crag is awesome. That's 1 mana away from the beauty that is the Sage of the Inward Eye. Swings for 2. See if he wants to offer the trade. Alright, so nope, he's just going to take it, which is fine. I am just going to run out... shoot. This might actually matter in the late game. I doubt we're going to be able to ever cast Hooded Hydra. So I'm going to run it out here, whereas we might be able to get this Pine Walker up and running. Yeah, playing first against our opponent's deck seems very good, especially when we've got such a strong tempo-oriented draw. Where Sage is going to be just brutal against our opponent, because he has to start reacting to the board now, or start losing, basically. Honestly, if I get another untapped land, I might just swing in with the Efreet Weapon Master, and if he decides to block, I'm just going to make the Efreet bigger. Well, we have 3 colors of mana, too, so that's good. What do you got? Kieran? It's not a threat. Well, it will be if I don't draw an untapped land. Okay, now it's a threat. Now it's a threat. We do have Singing Bell Strike, though. That does take care of that rather nicely. And we'll swing 4. Okay, 18 land. Come on. Come on. Don't do this to me. Come on. Come on. Come on. Love me. Love me. Oh, this is really, really scary. Oh, we need like a green and a black mana. Or yeah, I'll take a swamp. I'll take a land. Any untapped land would be fantastic at this point. It looks like he might whiff on a land drop here too, or he's just thinking about which kind of land he wants to play. No, he did. He whipped on a land drop. He whiffed on a land drop. That's awesome for us. Untap land. Untap land. Untap land. Force Away is not an untapped land. Although it does give us another turn to attack. Shoot. Do I swing him with this? Because then he trades Mardu Hateblade for this, which I'm actually okay with. And then I just run out another morph. And depending on what he does next turn. Yeah, we're gonna have to be cautious now. I don't mind running it into Mardu Hateblade. He's stumbling. Yep, they're trading. That's fine. I'm never gonna be able to use this Hooded Hydra. At this point, I know Hooded Hydra is just never going to be a thing. So, get that speed bump out of the way before it can start doing bad stuff. Our opponent whiffed on one land drop. That's great. We really, really, really need to hit our freaking 5th land drop in the worst way possible. Force Away helps us. Force Away helps us a lot. But it doesn't get us there. Kieran number 2 is really annoying. Against Monomorph, Kieran is really annoying. Okay, land. Untap land. Dismal Backwater is not what I want to see here. You can always just tempo this. I think I'll wait. Oh, crap. Okay. And the one... Alright, that's alright, though. We're okay. His 5th land drop is not that great for him either. We'll take the 2 damage. We know that he's got Dragon Scale Boon too, so Force Away might actually be useful for that. Alright, so take our 2 damage. Next turn, I'm going to swing it with both, I think. Ponyback Brigade is awesome here. Alright, let's see if you got something amazing. Oh, he's thinking now. We know he doesn't have his... We know he doesn't have his 1 spell up. We know he doesn't have Dragon Scale Boon up. He's a mana... He's a green mana short of that. He didn't show us too much else last game in terms of actual spells. Swinging in for 4. Let's see what our opponent does here. He's thinking now. He's not blocking the Kieran. Alright, well, let's see. See what happens. We're definitely going to unmorph here. If he's got like a bounce spell, we're in trouble. But if he doesn't... Whew, this is nerve-wracking. Yep, he's got it. Smite the Monstrous? Are we getting Smote? Yes, we're getting Smote. He does, yeah, he does not lose his morph creature. All right, so that was okay. That wasn't great. Could have been a lot better for us. I'll be honest. I mean, he definitely had Smite mana up. We knew he had Smite mana up. I think that was okay. Honestly, we probably should have just let the trade happen. and that way we could have just cleared the board a little bit, and gone creature for creature with him. But at least this way, we know we can still race this with Sage of the Inward Eye. If he does have, his silly stuff like his Dragon Scale boon and things like that, we can still beat that with our Force Away. So we've also got Bitter Revelation to help us draw into some better stuff. That's fine too. We'll be okay, I think. I'm definitely I'm going to play Sage of the Inward Eye next turn, and then I'm just going to let whatever the Kieran does swing. So that way the following turn I can swing in and have Force Away mana open. Because that's not happening. I'm not getting destroyed by Dragon Scale Boon when I can play around it. We've also got our lovely friend the Ponyback Brigade to help us out. Bitter Revelation can draw us into some other cards, although I think next turn we're just going to play out Sage of the Inward Eye, wait a turn, take whatever our lumps are, or whatever our lumps happen to be, I should say, and then start swinging in. We have non-creature spells. We can start getting the lifelink. We can start racing this game. Provided our opponent doesn't have a counter spell, we're going to be okay. So that really is the main order of the day there. Yeah, we're gonna take. Actually, hold up here. Let's swing in with our Pine Walker. If our opponent offers the trade, he doesn't have mana up. We can always just morph our Pine Walker and kill whatever he decides to block with. Pine Walker is pretty insane here, and that land is a nice draw for us. I think he just takes it. Personally, I think he just takes it. We could always just leave up this mana and untap him at his end step. We have a lot to do. We have a lot we can do right now. If he blocks, I'm absolutely unmorphing him. If he doesn't, I think I am just going to run out Sage of the Inward Eye. We'll take 6-7 damage, possibly more. Yep, so he's just blocking with Jeskai, though. That worked really well. I don't even have to unmorph. I can just kill this thing. This thing's actually a huge threat when I know that he's got instant speed tricks. Nope. Sure, let's move to damage. If you got a trick, you got a trick. He's like, no tricks? I'm like, nah. You blocked with a 1-2, man. Alright, so play your trick. This is awesome, because he has to blink first. What's your trick? Play it out. What you got? Awaken the bear? Obzon Charm. Makes Jeskai Student a 4/5. So he's drawing 2, losing 2. That's fine. Response. Pine Walker. We'll eat Jeskai Elder. That's fine. So he basically 2 for 2'd. We still got 2 points of damage in. That's not what I wanted. But he did draw 2 cards. We still have a 5/5 in play, so that's nice. Would have been way better if he'd put the 2+1/+1 counters on it, but it's okay. Still have a 5/5 in play. If we can play a land, like if we draw another untapped land, that's fine, because then I can play Sage of the Inward Eye, and I can have still leave Force Away up next turn. So that's really good. I've also got Sage of the Inward Eye Savage Punch too, which is even better. I mean, we're in a great position in terms of life, which is nice. This is a tough game, man. Tough game 3. Well worth the 45 minutes I've spent so far on this game. We're just going to take this 2 here. We'll see what our opponent does. Oh, just hit me for 2, huh? Alright, well. Oh, Rakshasa's Secret is so good here. Rakshasa's Secret's so absolutely terrifyingly good here. I might just play Rakshasa's Secret on a morph. I might do Rakshasa's Secret right now, pre-combat. We'll see. Well, do I do Rakshasa's Secret pre-combat? Do I see what our opponent has? Let's see what our opponent has here. I'll bite. I'm interested. Swings for 5. What do you got? You obviously left all your men up for a reason, so let's find out what that reason is. If it's just untap your other Kirin for 6 mana and chump block, that's fine. But I'm gonna find out. I aim to find out what you're doing, sir. Yeah. Rakshasa's Secret was a very good call to sideboard in, I think, against our opponent here. I think we also played our morphs correctly. Play it. Do what you got, man. You got something. I know you've got something. Yeah. Smite the Monstrous Part 2? Force Away? Force Away. Sure. That's fine. Yep. That's absolutely fine. You got Force Away. I also have Force Away. Oh. So he's gonna so you can draw and ditch. Well, that changes the way that we play just a little bit. So we're gonna have to force away this. That's fine. So he's got to draw and he's got to discard. I'm going to hit him with the Rakshasa's Secret first, though. Well, let's see here. Do I want to hit him with Rakshasa's Secret now, or do I want to force away and play... No, I think I hit him with Rakshasa's Secret now, while his pants are down, basically. Ha! Rakshasa's Secret to blow you out of the water. And then I'm going to take 4. That'll be fine. Canyon Lurkers, Tuskguard Captain. Not a bad one. Not a bad mill. And then let's go ahead. Play the Force away. Targeting this guy. And then if I draw any land, I basically just play Sage of the Inward Eye, and then I Savage Punch Sage of the Inward Eye on Alabaster Kieran, gain 3 life, and kill his Kieran. Yep, seems fine. We've got Bitter Revelation and stuff to enable the lifelink. Yeah, this is all good. I don't mind slow rolling our opponent here. We definitely just took the wind out of his sails there, taking out his Canyon Lurker and his Tuskguard Captain with the Rakshasa Secret. It was very nice. Very nicely done, I think, on our part. We're not out of the water just yet. Certainly. And then we'll see what else he plays out. I'm a little bummed we had to play our Force away when we had to do it, but that's okay. It happens. Ooh, he has a morph creature. Interesting. I don't know what the morph creature is, but I don't care. I think I'm just going to kill it. I think I'm still sticking to the kill the Kieran plan if we draw a land here. We did not draw a land here. No, that's not what I want. Stop flipping. Oh, this is so annoying. Alright, there we go. Let's think about this. I can just play Ponyback Brigade, and then that just staunches up the board, basically. I like that plan, although if he's got Abomination of Goodle, it's a problem. Yeah, I think I just have to run out my Sage of the Inward Eye here. Hope he doesn't have a counterspell. And then end turn. Alright. Good stuff. Well, he's played his Smite the Monstrous. He's played his Dragon Scale Boon. If he's I'm not going to block either one of these things. One of the cards in his hand's a Kieran. Yep. If this Sage survives one turn, basically, we're in business. Alright, so the last card in his hand is definitely a Kieran. We know that the morph directly to the right of the Kieran is a Monastery Flock. Alright, we are just going to lob Savage Punch right now. So Sage is going to fight this and gain. I'm going to gain 3 life. I'm going to kill the Kieran. We're going to gain 3 life. Because I know the last card in your hand is a Kieran. We're going to swing. We're going to gain 3 more life. Yep, he's going to flip his Monastery Flock, which is fine. Yep, they're going to block. No tricks. No tricks. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to play out our Mistfire Weaver, and we're going to pass the turn. And we're at 21 now. Just like that. One fell swoop, we're at 21 life. It's the kind of stuff I like to see. We got Bitter Revelation 2 to help us dig to whatever answer we want. All this good stuff, you know. We can Bitter Revelation and we can Morph on the same turn. We can Bitter Revelation and leave up Misfire Weaver on the same turn. I'm inclined to just Bitter Revelation and then just unmorph this and swing 6, personally. Seems like an overly aggressive move on my part, though. And we were right, of course, to trade off our Hydra earlier, because we just now hit our green mana source, number 2. So, yeah. This is Kieran. No, it's not Kieran. What is this? No? Is it Kieran? You drew something good. Pivoted Abomination of Gadul. Alright, I'll take it. So he gets to draw and discard. That's very good for him. Alright. Alright. Okay. What do we want to do here? So our opponent has an Abomination of Gadul, which is certainly a powerful card. We've got an Obzan Banner. What does that do for us? Does that change the way that we play this out? You know, I don't think it does. I think I just... maybe it does. Okay. If I play Obzan Banner, do I have enough mana? That's 3, and then... that'd be 3, 7, 6. I wouldn't have enough to do all the things that I want to do, necessarily. Then again, do I care? Do I mind trading off Misfire Weaver for whatever this morph is? I don't think I care too much. I think I'm actually alright with running out this Obzan Banner first and then swinging 5 with lifelink. And then if he wants to trade, we can trade. He's thinking about blocking with that morph. I'm curious to see if he does or not. Yep, passing to the damage. He's taken 2. We're going to gain 5. Which is nice. 4, 5. We're just going to play out our Pine Walker. We're going to hard cast him. No sense in messing around with that. Yeah. So far, so good. Working very well. Sage of the Inward Eye, as always, was the game-changing card we knew it would be. We've got plenty of extra card draw now in the deck, too, which is nice. We are going to Bitter Revelation, I think, next turn. See what's what. Our opponent is looking at too much damage, I think, to really be in a safe place. And eventually this Ponyback Brigade is going to come down and bring with him his trio of buddies. And we're going to be just fine. Rakshasa's Secret was actually just the best card here. Taking out 2 of your opponent's creatures. We didn't even lose anything that precious in the mill. We lost Abomination and then a Jungle Hollow. Yeah, that's not that terrible for us. Now our opponent is at 7. He's staring down at least what he's aware of, 10 points of damage. One creature that can feasibly block. Yeah, I like this attack here by him, though. He's obviously digging for some answers, which is fine. But he's got to deal with 2 threats. He's got to deal with the Sage, and then, of course, he's got to deal with Pine Walker. Now, this could be a Ruthless Ripper. We did see 3 Ruthless Rippers in the draft. So that's very much a real thing that our opponent could have. Hold up here. He's got to discard from Abomination first. Yeah, you got to discard from Abomination before you do anything. Oh, yeah, he did. Okay, cool. Sarkhan! Wow! That's awesome. Wow, okay. That's really powerful. Wow. Alright. That'll do, pig. That'll do. That's insane. Alrighty then. Well, you know, that's a thing. It's very much a real thing that is there. Holy crap! We might lose now. That thing's wow. That thing's terrifying. Yep, killing Sage. Yikes. Alrighty then. Well, Sage is gone. We know crap, man. That's awesome. Holy mackerel, that's really good for him. Okay. That was pretty awesome. That's a pretty nut draw. Not gonna lie there. That was pretty insane. Sarkhan is pretty nuts. We're gonna have to kill Sarkhan, I think. We did draw a land, so we can actually Bitter Revelation and have Throttle up at the same time. Do I want to swing it at him or at Sarkhan? That is the question here. What do I want to do? If I swing... Okay. We gotta figure this out. If I swing at our opponent, he can block, he can do a bunch of stuff. I can always Bitter Revelation pre-combat and see what's what. I like Bitter Revelationing pre-combat, actually. I like doing this. Let's see what answers we can draw here. Einok Bondkin doesn't do too. Einok Tracker doesn't do too much for us either. Oh, and then we can just play Icy Blast and tap down the 2 remaining blockers and swing for lethal. And that's why we do. That's why we do stuff. Because we know he's got a Kieran in hand. Icy Blast for 2. Tap down both your blockers. The Bitter Revelation is what does it. And then, of course, swing 7 at you, and that's going to be game. All right, folks, we did it. Whew, Sarkhan came down, and I was like, man, yikes. Yikes, that was tough. Well, folks, thank you so much for joining us here. I am Kyle Ott, of course, for Draft Radio. It has been a pleasure drafting with you. I certainly do appreciate you coming out and watching with us. In any case, folks, have a great time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see all of you fine folks next time.